Hello and welcome back to another video. We've just seen Algeria and Mexico play out a 2-2 draw in Den Haag in Holland, and on balance it's probably a fair result. You have to say, looking at the two teams and the chances both teams had, a draw was probably the fair result, but you have to say it probably favours Algeria because they did have 10 players for the majority of the second half after Guedioura got stupidly sent off. Two stupid fouls. We'll come on to the players later. You can see what I think about the players with the player ratings on the screen. But it was a really good, entertaining friendly. There was much more action than the Nigeria game, and I think both teams will be happy. And of course, Algeria keep their unbeaten record going. Is that 21 games unbeaten for Algeria? Still haven't lost since we lost to Benin nearly exactly 2 years ago in a AFCON qualifier. Quite remarkable, and we've shown that we can perform against a team outside of Africa. We showed that against Colombia, and we showed that against Mexico. Mexico are a good team, 11th in the FIFA World Rankings, and we very nearly beat them. We led the game until about 5 minutes left when we nearly beat them. So a 2-2 draw. Let's go through the game now. So the game kicks off, and there were quite a few yellow cards in the first half. You could see it was more than a friendly. You know, Algerians have got their grit and their aggression. They're always like that. They're always up for a game. And Mexico had a bit about that as well. They were very physical with some of their challenges. We saw a tackle from Jonathan Dos Santos in the first half, which very easily could have been a red card in itself. I personally thought Dos Santos should have been sent off. And the game got going slowly but surely. Algeria had a couple of chances with Benacer in the first half. He didn't have a good game, I don't think. In the first half, Benacer didn't take the two chances he had. He had a header they missed from a Bennacer cross, and he had one where he was through on goal, but he took too long to shoot. And in the second half, we didn't see that much from Baghdad Benacer. And then the deadlock broke, and Ismael didn't have a good game. I think this game showed that Algeria missed two key players. I think Youssef Attal on the right back position, and not having Jamel Bennacer was two huge losses. That game needed Bennacer at the back. We needed the warrior. Mandy and Tahara, especially Mandy, struggled. That first goal, what is Mandy doing? He slipped, he's gone in slide tackling, didn't need to slide tackle, could have stayed on his feet. He's overcommitted to the challenge. He's completely missed the ball. Jimenez has wriggled past him. He set up Corona. We've conceded to a player called Corona. What is that? But anyway, Corona dinks the ball past Rice and Bolhi. But the central defence have to take responsibility there. You can't blame on Bolhi on either of the goals Mexico scored, actually. And you've got to say, Mandy's messed that up for me. And I don't think the defence covered themselves in glory. I think Jalamea was poor again. All the Mexico attack seemed to come down the side where Jalamea was. We missed Attal, and even Zafan. Not having Zafan available was also a bit of a loss. But we're going to have to work on that right back position when Attal is not available. That doesn't seem too promising. And I think central defensively, Mandy is good, but I think he missed having Bennacer next to him. We struggled. We come up against a little bit of quality. Jimenez, great quality, plays for Wolves. In both goals, actually, Jimenez set them up. But we missed that quality at the back, I think, and that goal gets past Ismael. But great response. We score at the best possible time. The best time to score. Just before half-time, Sofiane Feghouli receives the ball from Riyad Mahrez. Feghouli plays in Ismael Benacer. And we know Benacer's got this. We know he's got it in his locker because he did it at AFCON against Nigeria just before Mahrez scored the free kick in the semi-final. What an absolute belter from Ismael Benacer. What a strike, son. I don't care De Gea, Oblak, Ter Stegen, Alisson, Ederson, no keeper. Manuel Neuer is not saving that. That is an absolute belter. What a moment for Benacer. Should have had his goal at AFCON when he hit the crossbar. That is a beauty, and we don't know that Benacer. Well, we know about Benacer's qualities defensively and his passing. If he can add goals to his game, what a central midfielder we've got on our hands. So that took the game to 1-1 at half-time. Second half kicks off, and we come out the blocks with a bang. We're so positive. We're pumped up from equalising. We're ready to go again. Mahrez sends about 5 players back to Mexico with some skills, and then he shoots on his weaker foot, hits the side netting. Then Brahimi dribbles past the whole Mexico defence, gets the ball away with a shot, hits the post. So unlucky. That would have been a really great Brahimi goal, by the way, if he'd scored that goal. He goes past 2 players. Brilliant skill and trickery. The classic Brahimi, doesn't pass to anyone. You need 2 balls on the pitch when Brahimi plays because he needs 1 ball all for himself. Dribbles past the Mexico defence and he hits the post. So unlucky. But then the game turns, I think. I think it would have been a very different game. Guedioura, what are you doing? It's a friendly. When do you ever see red cards in friendlies? 2 stupid challenges. He needs to cut that out of his game. We didn't see him at AFCON. He behaved himself. I know maybe he's excited because he hasn't played much football recently. Guedioura, what are you doing? Mate! It's such an unnecessary challenge, and you know the Mexicans, they made a meal of everything. They went down at every possible time they could. He gets sent off after about 55 minutes, and that changes everything. So I have to give Guedioura a low rating in the player ratings, because he almost lost us the game. We struggled without the extra body in midfield. Interestingly, Bennacer didn't change the system too much, despite the fact that we went down to 10 men, and it didn't seem to impact us that much, because although Bennacer could also have got sent off about a minute later when he tried to headbutt someone, what's going on there? He sets up the second goal. Brilliant sort of interceptive pass to Mahrez. Mahrez, don't know what he was doing in that position, but I'm glad he was there. Brilliant goal past the Mexico goalkeeper. We're 2-1 up with 10 men. We're playing well. We've hit the post in the second half. Mahrez has had that chance. We get a red card. We relax. And then we go 2-1 up. Brilliant finish from Mahrez. Bennacer with a goal against Nigeria. And now an assist against Mexico. Brilliant. We're 2-1 up. We're looking good. Benacer hasn't played well. So we bring on Andy Delors, and then so unlucky. So unlucky. There's about 3 minutes left, and all the attacks coming down where Halamea and Mandy are. Somehow the ball gets past Mandy and Tahrat. Don't know what's going on at the back. And then the ball he gets done by Diego Lainez. That didn't even start the game. He came on for Mexico. We brought on Belkabla and Benrahma with about 5 seconds left. But Marty does leave his substitutions late a lot of the time. We've seen that. He probably should have brought on Belkabla and Benrahma for Brahimi a little bit earlier, and to get Belkabla with that extra body in midfield could have changed the game. And Mexico hit the crossbar with about five seconds left. So we could nearly have lost the game despite winning with 5 minutes to go. That's how quickly it can change in football. Perhaps we didn't concentrate a little bit, but you could see the tempers were flaring. There was a lot of aggression in that game. It was more than a friendly, so the players took it very seriously. We've come out this international break with a win against Nigeria and a draw against Mexico. 2 fantastic results that are surely going to put us in the top 25, top 20 of the FIFA rankings. Come on, FIFA. What's going on? Infantino, get us up the rankings, mate, because we're playing teams here with 5 minutes from beating Mexico. So unlucky. I think the defence let us down a little bit today, and I think Guedioura, the most offensive of the midfielders, has not helped. We already had Mandy and Tahrat struggling as it was, ran out of protection in front of them. By the way, 2 brilliant assists from Jimenez. You can see why he plays in the Premier League. That little bit of quality could have done with Bennacer being in there, but you can see my player ratings. Of course, Bennacer got an assist, so I'll give him a 7. The 2 centre-backs struggled for me. Didn't rate Halamea either. And Bolhi was okay. Guedioura obviously sent off. Benacer, fantastic game getting his goal. Faguli, good game getting an assist. And Brahimi and Mahrez showed great quality on the wings. But unfortunately for me, Benacer had a very average game. And that's why you saw Andy Delors come on. And then, of course, Belkabla and Benrahma came on with nothing to do, just to make up the numbers. So that was Algeria 2, Mexico 2. That's it for the October international break. We're back again in November with 2 AFCON qualifiers against Zimbabwe, home and away, I believe, unless they change the calendar again. What did you guys think of the game? A fair result? Whether you're Algerian or Mexican, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Was it a fair result? What do you think of the red card? Should Dos Santos have been sent off? Should Guedioura have stayed on? And what did you think of the performance of the players? But anyway, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay safe.